Hey y'all, this is your girl Stacey L, and yes, we're here at the new Black Wall Street Marketplace. I know y'all been waiting for this. I knew you said, where's my girl that was getting this exposure for the new Black Wall Street Marketplace? But we are here. We finally made it here, so you're gonna see the entrance. You're gonna see us walk around, take a little bit of tour, and then we get to talk to one of the people that's behind the scenes that is really orchestrating this to come apart. So stay tuned. This is your girl Stacey L. Keep it locked, and we'll be back.
You already know. We're looking for talent, still show. We're looking for talent, let's train to go. We're looking for you, total exposure. Stacey L, exposing talent throughout the city. Yeah, she for real about to be a part of the committee. They exposing the truth about life and fashion. They talking about it, we make it happen. They total exposure. Yeah, you already know.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Stacey L, and we are back. You know, we just had the intro of taking a tour around inside of the new Black Wall Street Marketplace, but now we get to talk to one of the people that's behind the show.
That's high energy, y'all.
Mr. Hampton. Yes, we finally caught him, y'all. You remember when I told you I was going to get to talk to somebody behind the scenes? Well, we got Mr. Hampton here right here with us to be able to tell us a little bit more about the new Black Wall Street Marketplace and the Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, it's coming up, y'all. Yes, excited, high bob energy, guys.
That's right. So Mr. Hampton is out here tripping off for us, I guess.
I just love y'all's Baltimore accent. I'm like, when they get my country Arkansas accent with y'all's Baltimore accent, I'm gonna make you the spokesperson for the new Black Wall Street. We love the way you say new Black Wall Street. But thank y'all for coming out to learn more about the new Black Wall Street.
Don't laugh at me.
No, I love it. I love it. Baltimore is one of my favorite places.
All right, awesome. So with the new Black Wall Street, what do you expect to open?
So our objective is to open in September, maybe around Labor Day.
Okay.
And what we're doing right now is over the summer, we're going to take advantage of all those moments where you want to have like a great summer experience, right?
Wow.
So we're taking advantage of, and we will have events in our parking lot for Juneteenth, the 4th of July. We have an August event planned, and then September becomes the grand opening. And so our goal is like over the summer to get the community to kind of learn to pull up on us, right?
Okay.
So we want them to learn to come out here, support black businesses, and we can do it in the parking lot and kind of create events and activity in the parking lot all summer, and then that builds up that anticipation. So when we open those doors, Labor Day, we got folks busting in. We got our place like 80% full, and so that's our objective. And what we really want to achieve is we want to make this place, we want to find the right entrepreneurs who are really ready for this moment and who are really ready to make history.
Y'all hear that, y'all?
Yes.
So I'm so excited too. So me and myself and Tracy, we are vendors here this Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, come out.
All right, y'all come see us.
That's right.
Now, what are y'all gonna be doing?
So, well, we're gonna have our own tables. Tracy,
I have the JSPY Vegan Cosmetics and 100% raw Indian hair.
And then I have Creative Corner. So Total Exposure TV will be out there, and Boss Lady is going to be out there. You know, you have to come out to the event to win that Boss Lady shirt. So we are going to be giving away items Saturday and Sunday to give y'all some more motivation to get out there, y'all. Come on out. It's Black entrepreneurs, y'all. Y'all want to support them? Here it is.
Yeah, let's support one another, y'all.
That's right. So, Mr. Hampton, what would you say for someone that's trying to get into the marketplace?
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing I wanted to say when I listened to what you all were saying is like it's about supporting Black businesses. Right. And in Atlanta, there is no place that you can go on a consistent basis and support over 100 Black businesses. Right. And that's what gave Mr. Allen the motivation to create this marketplace, is he wanted to, and he looked at what was going on in the country, and he said, Matt, we're at a time where we need to present solutions. And presenting, you know, there are a lot of problems we face in our community. We know that, right? But Mr. Allen's like, you know, as entrepreneurs, we have to be about solving problems. And so he said, this is the time for us to move and do something that's a significant movement in this country to really push our people to the next level. So that was really the motivation behind the market. And the market, one of the things I want people to understand is that this is 13 acres, it's 125,000 square feet. But the market is only the pilot project of Mr. Allen's vision to create a whole new Black Wall Street village out here. So see, we own all the land, we own all the land in this area, so it's a whole nother level, even beyond just this first 125,000 square feet.
So people, you're not going to be out. If you don't make it inside the marketplace, look forward to the village. So how long do you think y'all going to be start working on that?
Yeah, so the objective when doing that kind of new construction, major construction development, that's going to be a 2 to 3 year process. And so we wanted to start casting the vision, getting entrepreneurs ready. And you know, the goal is just kind of like you young ladies have the business that you have. Start small. Get stable. And then blow that thing out of the water. And a large part, even though we have a physical space, one of the biggest things we're trying to teach our entrepreneurs here is how do you create that online business? How do you get that real traction? Because we're going to sell to some folks around here. This is kind of this is the stage. But we certainly want you making a hell of a lot more money by also being online. So we will be advocating and promoting a digital new Black Wall Street market as well. So that process is starting right now.
Awesome.
So how do you, so the digital, how can they get a part of the digital if they can't get into the store? Because I know a lot of people, I know y'all been bombarded.
Yeah, it's been busy.
With a lot of people trying to get into this marketplace because they see the future, they see the history behind it, and they see that they can make a lot of money and grow their business by being inside the marketplace.
That's true.
But y'all also going to have an online store, something like how, you see how Walmart has their online store, so it's going to be something like that? It's going to be like that, y'all.
And one thing I think that's important, don't get me wrong, everybody won't get in the market. That is true.
That's true.
But I don't want people to think it's only 100 spots. Because in some instances, what we've discovered, and this came from talking to our community, and that's how you really start the process of becoming a part of this market. The first step, when we brought our community together, one of the things we found is a lot of people didn't need a shop. They needed to have the ability to actually be a supplier inside of the grocery store or inside of one of the other developments. A lot of artists, you know, we have a full gallery. We have 3 physical studios, but a lot of artists can demonstrate and have their works in our galleries. So, you know, we may be servicing 300, 400, 500 entrepreneurs when you think about becoming a supplier to one of the stores at the market. So that's also an option. So don't just think it's just about the shop. That's one piece of the puzzle. It's also being a supplier, and it's also being a part of our digital community. Because just like Walmart, they sell you anything online, and it may not ever be in their stores. We can do the same thing here at the new Black Wall Street market.
So where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years?
Well, I think in 1 year, this will become the model for the country when it comes to Black business and a real Black business incubator, a place where minorities and women are really making money. I think this place will produce $50 to $60 million in gross revenue. That's going to go in the hands of primarily African American and women entrepreneurs. And I also want to say this place is also open to all communities, all creeds, all colors, everybody can come here. It's just our focus
Right.
is making sure that our people
Right.
get to benefit and are the focus
Yeah.
of economic activity. So it's open to everybody. But I see us 1 year, $50 million to $60 million, this becomes a national model. 5 years, I see this being in 20, 30 communities around the country.
Awesome.
And in 10 years, I see us building out the village and having these things, these little models franchised all over the country. Because in every African-American community, and that's, you know, we have opportunity that we leave on the table.
Right, we do.
And we gotta learn, like we gotta just, we're that example that fights that whole concept that black folks can't work together.
Right.
We can.
We can.
And we can do
We
good
can.
business. And so that's what we're going to do here.
What would you say to the young entrepreneur that's trying to get into the and get into business?
The most important thing I think for young entrepreneurs who are trying to get into business is quit trying to get into business and just go into business.
Right.
Entrepreneurship starts by taking what you have access to and selling that. You know, if that's, you know, I remember I started as a quintessential entrepreneur with a lawnmower and some ambition.
Oh, wow.
And that's how you start. You take what you have and you start. If you have to start a service business because you can go and rent some equipment from a rental company and you can go out and make money doing that, make it.
Right.
But you know, don't keep talking about what you gonna have to get started.
Right.
That's not entrepreneurship. And the old adage we used to teach in entrepreneurship is when you start a business with money, you learn how to spend money. When you start a business with nothing, you learn how to make money. And that's what I think our young people need to understand is that it don't matter what you got in your pocket right now. You have access to some resource. And the job of the entrepreneur is to find what problem can I solve with the resources I have and bring home what I'm trying to bring home. And then you start learning how to flip that money. You start learning how to set a goal that I'm gonna get to $10,000 a month and $20,000 a month and $30,000 a month. And that's how you continuously push yourself forward. And a lot of times entrepreneurs don't want to deal with the money because they be like, oh, I don't like this. It ain't about the money. It's about
Yes,
the
it is.
art. It's about the this.
You gotta make money to survive, right?
Stay in business.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not even just to survive or stay in business. It's you will never thrive if you don't focus
Right.
on the dollar and the
Yeah.
bottom line. And one of the things that our founder, Mr. Allen, always teaches is work on your weakness and your strengths will take care of themselves. And so when you think about that, a lot of times our weakness is the money and the focus
Yeah.
on the money.
Yeah.
So you got to set goals and say, I'm gonna be at this point. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna make $10,000 this month.
Right.
And if you don't, you got to push yourself and push yourself and push yourself until you get there. And that's just the real. And so,
So
this
what would
this
you
ain't no
think-
game for the weak.
Right, that's right. So what would you say the top 5 things a multimillionaire do towards someone that's not a millionaire that's looking to reach out to that?
Yeah.
What is
That's a
5
good
things?
question.
What is 5 things that they need to focus on to get to that first million?
Well, and I listen to our founder because I have to always make sure when I speak on his behalf that I think about the 5 things that Mr. Allen would say.
Okay.
And the first thing, because he was just telling somebody came up to him yesterday and asked what would you tell a young man to become a multimillionaire? So I'm going to tell you what he told me. The first thing is self-discipline.
Okay.
If you can't control yourself, you can't control money, you can't control
Right.
resources, you can't control your business. So self-discipline is number 1. I'm gonna use number 2, part of what he thinks and part of what I think. It's your mindset.
Okay.
And what you've got to do is, a lot of times there's a lot of crap that we have on our minds
Yeah.
and mentally in our head if we've gone through damage in life.
Right.
And as the people, we've been damaged, right? We got some scars and shit.
Right.
So
Right.
you got to get your mindset right.
That's
You got to
right.
get your mind right. And that's Mr. Allen right there. But one of the things that my wife and I used during our most difficult days when the money wasn't right, when things weren't, was this thing called Omvana, O-M-V-A-N-A. And it's guided meditations.
Okay.
So we got into the art of learning how to meditate every morning. And you only got to do it for 20 minutes, and it's not something weird and scary. I used to tell her, that stuff for white folks, this ain't for me. but when I got really down, I started doing it, and you really can visualize. Visualization is
Yeah.
real, manifestation is real. Your mind, you have this power, and we as a people have beautiful, robust minds. So your mindset would be number 2. Number 3 is really manage your money, and not from a place of emotion. 80% of what we buy as a people is based on emotion.
Right.
So stop buying emotionally to cover up scars and what you don't have and that kind of thing. but turn your money into something that produces more money. So that would be number 3. I gotta go do 2 more, right?
Yeah.
I think as a people, this is mine here, but you gotta be dedicated to learning.
Okay. Yeah, I'm always expanding.
We don't have a rich uncle, and you gotta learn stuff that's not necessarily comfortable. We don't have a rich uncle that we can pull up to the table to and be like, how do I do this, Unc? And they teach us. So I found learning through books is the greatest thing.
Okay.
Learn through things that help you get stronger, like the 7 habits of highly effective people. Read books about folks like Reginald Lewis. Watch Your White Guys Have All the Fun. One of our first black billionaires. Read about A.G. Gaston, who was it was Titan is the name of that book. And he was also one of the first black billionaires from his time period. Read stuff like Good to Great. Read stuff like Marketing Outrageously. Read business books. Read Gary Vaynerchuk stuff. Gary Vaynerchuk stuff works. Read the 7-Hour Work Week. That shit works. But you know what? We don't read it because we subscribe to that's they stuff. It works.
Right.
This is a time and era when we can all become multimillionaires, but we have got to be disciplined. And then the last part is just energy, and just having good energy every day. Practicing, like I practice, like one of the things I learned from Grant Cardone is every day smile and say hello and force 10 people to say hello to you. Do stuff that, because it builds your confidence, it builds your mindset. So do things that give you good energy, like working out, like yoga, because your body is like that temple where everything comes out. So always just kind of have good energy. And I feel like that's part of how you get there. I mean, I certainly, on my journey, when I did my first million, it was those components all coming together, and I didn't even recognize it. But those would be my 5.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. They awesome 5 too. Meditation, energy. Because I'm, learning that it's your energy that draws the right people to you.
Exactly. Yeah. The laws of attraction are real.
Yes, it is.
And so you have to say every day. Like every day, I do a cold shower for 2 minutes. Like, because it makes me uncomfortable. It dries me. I get under that cold water. And I think about what I want to accomplish and how I'm bringing money to me and how I'm bringing resources to me. And I do that every day. And every day I bend over, clap my hands and say, I'm a multi-millionaire running $1 billion enterprise. And God giving us some resources to work that thing through.
It's the platform, guys.
It's the real. You got to do stuff. And read about the people and push yourself to the next level. It's for you.
What we always talk about, I always tell everyone, learn yourself, because you create your own reality. And I tell people to find out who they really are, because once you really venture out and see who you are, you'll see you're more powerful than what you think you are. But I thank you, Mr. Hampton.
Thank you so much.
It was great hanging out with you all.
So make sure you check out Memorial Day weekend. We'll be here live, y'all. If you want to get on camera, you want to get more exposure, Total Exposure. The camera will be out. We'll be filming so we can get your business on Total Exposure, so we can bring more audience to you. That's what it's all about, supporting one another and coming together as a unit. I'm telling you, it's millions out here for everyone, right,
cool.
Mr. Hampton?
Let's do something real quick. So on 3, let's go. Welcome to the new Black Wall Street Market. All right, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the new Black Wall Street Market.
Thank you, Mr. Hampton.